Namaste. I'm going to read Volume 3, Book 3, SataRudra Samhita, Chapter 16, Shiva's incarnation at Yakseshvara in the Shiva Puran. Hari Tat Sat. Nandishvara said, O great sage, listen to the Yaksheshvara incarnation of Shiva that dispels the arrogance of the arrogant and lets the devotion of the good flourish. Formerly the powerful gods and the deities, motivated by the desire to gain their selfish ends, churn the milk ocean for achieving nectar. When the churning of the milk ocean started as the gods and demons wanted nectar, poison blazing as the fire of dissolution came out at first. Oh dear, at the sight of it, the gods and the deities were highly agitated and frightened. They fled from there immediately and sought refuge in Shiva. After seeing Shiva, the crushed jewel of all the gods, all of them including Vishnu, devoutly bent their heads and bowed to Vishnu with devotion. Then the delighted Lord Shiva, favorably disposed to the devotees, quaffed off the terrible poison afflicting gods and asuras. The Lord retained obliquely the acute poison that he drank in his neck. He shone much thereby and became blue-necked. Realizing from the burning sensation of the poison, thanks to the blessings of Shiva, the gods and the asuras began to churn again. O sage, many gems came out of it, but, O sage, it was the nectar that the gods and the Danavas prized much. Not the asuras, but the gods drank the nectar, thanks to the favor of Vishnu. Then a great battle ensued between them, inflicting pain on both. A mutual clash occurred between the gods and the Danavas. O sage, the moon was eclipsed by Rahu and fled in terror of Rahu. He went to the abode of Shiva extremely agitated by fear and sought Shiva's protection, saying, Protect me, O Lord, protect me. He bowed to the Lord and eulogized him. Lord Shiva, the bestower of protection to the good and favorably disposed to his devotees, wore the moon on his head. As the latter, he sought refuge. Then Rahu too came there. He bowed to and eulogized Lord Shiva with reverence. By means of sweet words, realizing his desire, Shiva fixed onto his neck his head that had been formerly cut off by Vishnu, and that was known as Ketu. Then the asuras were defeated by the gods in the battle. By drinking nectar, the gods had become powerful and gained victory. Deluded by Shiva's Maya, Vishnu and others became very haughty. Their strength began to take root and sprout within them. O sage, then Lord Shiva, the suppressor of arrogance, became a yaksha. He hastened to the place, O sage, where the gods were stationed. On seeing Vishnu and other gods arrogant in their minds, Lord Shiva, the lord of yakshas and the suppressor of arrogance, spoke. Yaksheshvara said, O ye gods, why have you all assembled here? What is your goal? Tell me the reason, as I ask unto you. The god said, O Lord, a terrible battle took place here, wherein all the asuras were killed. The few that remained fled away. We are great heroes and powerful slayers of the deities. How insignificant in strength are those deities in front of us. Nandishvara said on hearing the arrogant words of those gods, Lord Shiva, the suppressor of arrogance, in the form of Yaksha, said, Yakseshvara said, O ye gods, you listen to my words with attention. I shall tell you the truth. That will dispel arrogance. Do not be arrogant. There is another Lord who is the creator and annihilator. You have forgotten the great Lord. You boast too much, but you are devoid of strength. If you are proud and think that you will know your strength to be great, O gods, split this blade of grass placed by me with your own weapon. Nandishvara said, saying this, Shiva, in the form of Yaksha, the goal of the good, placed a blade of grass before them and dispelled their arrogance. Then Vishnu and other gods, professing to be heroic, exerted their manliness and hurled their respective weapons. But the weapons of the gods were rendered fruitless before the power of Shiva, the destroyer of arrogance of the deluded. Then a celestial voice arose that dispelled the surprise of the gods. O gods, this Yaksha is Shiva, who removes the arrogance of the arrogant. The Lord himself is the creator, sustainer, and annihilator. The living beings are powerful thanks only to his power. Otherwise, they are not powerful. Deluded by the power of his illusion, you have become arrogant and have not realized Lord Shiva, who is the very knowledge embodied. On hearing the celestial voice, they became divested of their arrogance. They have realized Yakseshvara. They bowed to and eulogized him. The god said, O Lord of the good, O Lord of the gods, the dispel of arrogance, O Yakseshvara of great sports, O Lord, your Maya is wonderful. Even now we are deluded by this Maya of yours in the form of Yaksha. Hence, separated from you, we began to speak arrogantly before you. O Lord, thanks to your grace alone, knowledge has dawned on us. O Shiva, you alone are the creator, sustainer, and annihilator, none else. You alone are the initiator and the withdrawer of all powers. You are Lord of all, the great soul, the unchanging, the unrivaled. In the form of Yakseshvara, you have removed our arrogance. With sympathy and kindness, we think we have been blessed by you. Then the Yaksanatha blessed the gods, enlightened them with various instructions, and vanished there itself. Thus has been described the pleasant incarnation of Shiva called Yakseshvara that bestows pleasure, satisfaction, and protection of the good. The narrative is sacred. It dispels all arrogance, it bestows peace, worldly pleasure, and salvation upon all good men. The intelligent man who listens to or narrates this with devotion attains all desires, then he attains salvation. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Pranaratam Vyom Veshwanatam Jagannatanatam Sanatapacham Putam Bhuyeshwam Bhutanatam Shivam Shankar. Oh, I think there was no footnotes. Namaste.